Good morning, Bishop Lynch. Today is April 2nd, 2014. I'm Taylor Curtis.
And I'm Alexis Castillo.
And you're watching this week's edition of Across Campus.
Taylor, what are you doing?
Trying to compete with this week's Student of the Week.
Sophia and Annette have more on this report.
The last time he flirted with danger, danger got clingy. He once received a standing ovation from a juror's box. His thank you cards have prompted your welcome cards. He is the most interesting man in the world.
Whoa. This isn't the most interesting man in the world.
This is the most interesting student of the week.
This week, our most interesting student is...
Drum roll, please.
Hi, I'm Kendall Gracer, and I'm the most interesting student of the week.
What do you know about the program?
I know that it's a 6-day program. It's very fast-paced. They work on different skills and leadership activities, basically to equip the students that go there to pursue those opportunities in college.
How did the Academy find you?
I don't really know if they found me, but it's kind of like if you apply for any other summer program. I guess I just liked what they saw.
Founded in 1845, the U.S. Naval Academy is a prestigious four-year college that prepares midshipmen morally, mentally, and physically to be professional officers in the naval service. Summer Seminar has an academic focus, with each student attending 8 90-minute workshops covering subjects from information technology, naval architecture, mechanical engineering, to oceanography, mathematics, history, and meteorology. Additionally, they study small arms, drill, seamanship and navigation, tactics, naval engineering and weapons, leadership, ethics, and military law as a part of their education.
It recently came into my mind maybe like 1-2 years ago, just because it just would open up so many opportunities. Going to the college could just lead to a career right after, and I've talked to a lot of people through family who have been in the military or who are doctors in the military.
Artist Kendall is a very prompt student. You know, she's very responsible and always goes above and beyond no matter what it is, and she's also very kind.
I know Kendall through student council, and recently we just went to this high school leadership conference at OU, and just, you know, after being there, I could see that she's a really good leader. She's really dedicated to what she puts her mind to, and she will get really far in life. So she's a cool person. She's awesome.
Anyone that knows Kendall knows that she's very driven and knows what she wants, and she's ready to help anyone that needs help, and so she'd be a really good fit for this Naval Academy.
I'm really motivated and determined, and they definitely asked about grades. They asked about electives you do, and I try to stay involved in a lot of stuff.
What kind of activities are you involved in Bishop Lynch community?
I am on the board of ambassadors. I'm a rep for student council. I'm in Red Cross. I'm in pretty much every honor society there is except National Honor Society.
Congratulations, Kendall, on this huge accomplishment.
Way to represent the Bishop Lynch community in a positive light. This has been Annette Wabike,
Sophia Vieira,
reporting for
Across Campus. Thanks, guys, for that report.
Wow, this yearbook is so cool. I can't believe I won't have one of my own. I already missed the yearbook sale.
Me either. Dylan and I were up in the library a couple days ago, and there were some awesome pictures in the old yearbooks.
Good evening, Friars. Today is March 17th, 1976. Welcome to the 13th Annual Talent Show. We got a great show for you guys tonight.
I know I gave it to you months ago. I know you're trying to forget, but between the drinks and subtle things, the holes in my apologies, you know, I'm trying hard to take it back. So if by the time the bar closes and you feel like falling down, I'll carry you home tonight.
Cause we all just wanna be big rock stars and living in top bars and driving.
How did that sound? Pretty good.
So let's set the world on fire. We can burn brighter than the sun.
All right, guys, smile for the picture.
Here we go.
1,
Yeah, for the board,
2, 3, cheese.
So let's set the world on fire. We can burn brighter than the sun. No, I know that I'm not all that you got. I guess that I just thought maybe we could find new ways to fall apart. But our friends are back, so let's raise it.
To buy a yearbook, go to the Bishop Lynch website, click on Student Activities, then scroll down and click on Yearbook to get to the order form. Yearbooks cost $70. Do not lose this opportunity. If you haven't bought a yearbook yet, do not worry because it's not too late. The next yearbook sale will start on April 14th, so don't miss this opportunity to be a part of the evolution. This has been Meg Reynolds, Yvette Munoz, and Dylan Greer reporting for Across Campus.
So it's really not too late to get my yearbook?
No, like I said, the last chance yearbook sale starts April 14th.
I'll make sure not to miss that opportunity.
Alexis, do you know what's under this tarp?
I don't know. Mr. Johnson's always up to crazy new projects. Taylor and I have more on this report. Hey Taylor, what are you up to?
I'm just admiring the sculpture projects here. You know, sculpture is probably one of my favorite classes at BU.
These are pretty cool quotes. I wonder how they came up with these ideas.
Well, let's go find out.
The quote project in the hallway is, it actually comes from a Soul Pancake video. And it's just really uplifting to be able to share quotes and ideas that you find inspiring.
So what's your favorite quote and why?
My favorite quote is, "Good things will happen to you today if you choose not to be a miserable cow."
Okay, my favorite quote for right now, because it's got to do with something that I'm doing in my own artwork, is Andy Warhol said that in the future everyone would be famous for 15 minutes. And I think it's so cool because he's right.
You have to be comfortable with being uncomfortable.
It is by the writer Maya Angelou, and it is, if you don't like something, change it. If you can't change it, change your attitude. Because complaining and worrying and being upset about things, it doesn't really change them, you know? You always have the opportunity to react to things how you want to, okay? And that's what that quote means to me.
How do you come up with the projects for your class?
I come up with the projects through basically taking classes myself. I take a lot of little workshops, little weekend workshops. I'm fascinated with how things work together, how things are built, how things are made. That has always been something that has been a great interest for me. And so I'm constantly curious about the world around me and taking classes, and those lead into creating new projects.
According to the U.S. Department of Education, many colleges view participation in the arts as a valuable experience that broadens the students' understanding and appreciation of the world around them. The arts are a subject area in which College Board recognizes as an essential in order to thrive in college. Arts education have long reported that the arts are connected to a wide range of benefits to students beyond their learning in the arts academic achievement, positive social development, habits of mind, and inclinations of thought. It offers a way of thinking unavailable in other disciplines. The arts have been around longer than sciences. Cultures are judged on the basis of their arts. A grounding in the arts will help our children to see and bring a uniquely human perspective to science and technology.
Why do you think art classes are important to have in schools?
Because students need a creative outlet. Because after 8 hours of doing nothing but like math, science, which are important, you need something to get your mind off of it, to help you de-stress from the day and be creative about it.
It also helps you get kind of like crafty and like you know how to like do things maybe around the house or like do it yourself projects, something like that.
It's different when you express yourself visually. I think you can say things that you wouldn't be able to say in any other form. You can learn so many different things from, you know, art appreciation to drawing and painting and sculpture and photography. I think that for students who want to study art in college, it gives them a really, really good base. And for students who just want to enjoy it, it gives them, some skills and ideas that they can use for the rest of their lives.
The arts have been a key way in expressing yourself for centuries.
It's a fun and unique way to create a masterpiece that reflects yourself.
The Bishop Lynch art students never cease to amaze me with their work. This has been Taylor Curtis
and Alexis Castillo
reporting for
Across Campus.
Man, do I wish I took sculpture. Mr. Johnson's class sounds like a blast. Thank you, Alexis and Taylor, for that report.
Hey, I didn't know the spring play was coming up. Danielle Rogers has more on this report.
As stated by Shakespeare, all the world's a stage. And BL has served as the stage to the Blackfriars Guild since the December of 1963. And their 103rd show is underway.
This year's spring play is The Mousetrap by Agatha Christie. It's one of her most famous plays. It had an extremely long run. It might still be running.
It's about this newlywed couple that is running a guest house, and they have several new incomers come in, and they don't know anything about them, and they all seem to have a secret towards them. And one of them is a murderer, but they don't know which one it is.
3 words to describe The Mousetrap would be insane, comical, and suspenseful.
Scary, childlike, and surprising.
Unexpected, scary, and humorous. All 3 of those combined makes for an interesting play.
Who's the killer? Who's going to be killed next? And all of that goes on. It's a great murder mystery. And we've got a particularly great setup for it because the audience is really sort of almost embedded.
I think it's awesome. It's so much fun. And I remember when first reading the script for auditions and everything, and it was just so easy to get through, and you wondered the whole time, like, who did it and what's going to happen next and what's going to be revealed about these people and what's going to happen to them. And that's the really great thing about this play.
Most interesting character would be Miss Paravicini, because she's just very lively and very foreign.
I would definitely have to say the murderer. Of course, I'm not going to say who it is, but that person in particular has a very complex character, and you'll be very surprised to see who it is because it's not someone you'll expect.
I would say the most interesting character is Sergeant Trotter. He comes in and he's a policeman, but he comes out of nowhere, but he takes charge and no one really knows where he came from, but he definitely helps solve the case.
My favorite actor is Xander, and he plays Mr. Wren, and it's just because he is so out of it and in his own world, and it's like a child, and he always pops out of nowhere when people are talking about him.
Putting on the spring play is a very complicated affair, especially this time of the year, because we've just had the musical, we just had Covenant School rent our stage next door, band just did a concert the other night, and so we're constantly trying to build a set and get seating arranged and rehearse while there's this constant flow and flux of things going on. It's quite maddening.
There's a lot of new actors who just came in this year, and I think it's very exciting.
It's a really scary play, and I think it is definitely worth watching because, you never know what's about to happen next.
Definitely make time to come see it because I think there's a lot of surprising elements. It's very fun. It's very, and you can get a good laugh here and there. And it might encourage you to try out for next year's plays. And I think it's going to be a great show. So definitely make time to come see it.
Come and see the play, and before you see it, make a guess on who you think is most suspicious and who you think did it.
If you cannot catch the spring show today, it will be showing April 2nd through the 12th. It's simply marvelous. This has been Danielle Rogers reporting for Across Campus.
Thanks, Danielle, for that report. Thank you for watching this week's edition of Across Campus.
We'll see you next week.
Where the news is.
Right where you are.
Across campus.